All right, so we took a look at the offensive play and the touchdown to Deion Butler. One of my favorite plays, and one I noticed. It wasn't a game-changing play. It wasn't Trufant's pick or Babineau's pick, but it was one of the little details that jumped out you schematically with what the Seahawks did, and especially on third down. And that's where Pete and his staff, I thought, really brought some good wrinkles. So we'll set this play up. This was a 3rd and 10 after the game became 21-6. Momentum squarely on the Seahawks side. A critical drive for San Francisco to try to match some of that noise, some of that momentum, and get a first down. This turns out to be a 3rd and 10 play in their own at their own 20-yard line. And what you saw San Francisco come out in is a gun formation, what we call a double right, and they actually motion down their flanker man in the formation. Seattle comes out with a 3-down line, and actually Aaron Curry is a joker, is an end, which we saw a lot rushing the passer. What was also cool is you see not just the nickel, this is really a dime package with 3 down. And the key to this play, and we talked about it a little bit on Monday, and I actually saw Dan Quinn, the D-line coach for the Seahawks, on Monday morning. I said, how about Lawyer Malloy on that line stunt? So traditionally when you get into a line stunt, more often than not, it's with a D tackle and Chris Clemens, a D end, and you run what's called a very common stunt, which is a tackle end, a TE stunt, where those two guys will loop around and they try to time it out to confuse the linemen and affect them in their blocking, and in that way get a free runner on the quarterback. So more often than not, it's a TE, it's the tackle in the end. The beauty of this play was Lawyer Malloy, 15-year vet, 200 pounds. He comes down, you had Babineau and you had Earl Thomas in the secondary, and they end up playing just quarter coverage, and on this side they clouded and played half. And you actually have Lawyer Malloy, in some ways your dime guy, come into the box, and that box is this area between the tackles. Will Herring was in, he plays zone coverage, and what was awesome about this play is Lawyer comes down and they run the TE stunt with Lawyer Malloy. And if you watch that play closely, he comes down and his job is to kill this left tackle. And he's got to influence him and impact him so that Chris Clemens can come around. And likewise, he's got to do it timing-wise so Mike Iupati can't see it coming. Because if he sees it coming, well, he just passes him off and the tackle takes care of Lawyer and he takes care of Chris Clemens. Didn't work out that way. He timed it so beautifully. Even the back came over to scan it. Lawyer comes in, destroys the left tackle, ends up destroying the tailback. Mike Iupati is so lost, not used to seeing, his eyes are on the linebacker, Will Herring, not used to seeing a Lawyer Malloy come flashing in, and then ultimately Clemens comes in completely clean, destroys Alex Smith, forces a throwaway, forces intentional grounding, and further enables that momentum that the Seahawks had going. So a really good scheme to use a safety, timed it, precision, left guard doesn't know what's going on, left tackle got hit in the ear hole, running back gets washed down, and ultimately Clemens gets the game-changing hit on Alex Smith.